Hi guys, I've been away for a while. This is just a quick video. Right, this could be an almighty disaster. And the best thing to do is just go for it. So let's just go for it. I'm recording down here as well. 3, 2, 1, go. Can you see the lathe behind me there? It's actually lathing. Look. Woohoo! Now this could end up being a longish video, but what I'll do is edit the middle bit out, whatever, who cares. It's actually lathing from a program that I wrote. Tell you one thing, it's making a mess. I know now that I've just started this, there's something I should have done. This is just a test bit of nylon or plastic tube, not plastic tube, plastic rod, and I've datamed the offsets for the standard lathe tool. Now I'll get into lathe tools in the next video, right? This one's dead easy. You have a finite place to put the lathe tool and say, look, that's 0. Hey, happy days. However, I wanted to just basically cut the nylon rod down to a 20mm cylinder, right? Now what I didn't do at the start of the program was face the nylon rod so it had a finite or a known start point. So we'll see. It should end up with a 10mm by 20mm cylinder at the end of the rod. So we'll see what happens. It works, it doesn't work, who cares? It's doing stuff. It's very satisfying. The other thing, I'm not a trained machinist, I know nothing about machining. I basically have the tool head coming back to the start point on every pass, and I know I don't have to do that, and you just back it off very slightly and remove and go back to the home of the Z-axis. Your X, Y and Z are all the wrong way round. So to me, this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis, and this is your z-axis, right? And that's the way, for example, a 3D printer works. In the lathe, the z-axis is that one, and the x-axis is this one. So I keep getting it all confused, make it in my head. just doing its thing. The beauty about CNC is if you're confident in your program, you can just go right off, you go do your thing and walk away, go ahead and leave it. I must admit now, I enjoy watching it. I'll probably get bored with it. Tell you another thing. This is the chuck that I got with the machine, and it's a bison chuck. It's a very good chuck, but it doesn't have reverse jaws. So the piece of plastic that I'm cutting at the moment is 52 millimeters nominal diameter. Well, it's 2 inches nominal diameter. Is that right? Yes. And it wouldn't fit in the jaw. I managed to get a chuck specifically for this machine which has both sets of jaws with it. So it's the new chuck in the machine at the moment with the reverse jaws. And I got that. I got it from a Steam Preservation Society, Sussex Steam. Very posh, came very well packaged. Now, I can see that we'll have a problem, and I suspect it might have been me. The lathe is perfectly doing its own thing, but the plastic has moved, or I didn't have the chuck tightened up properly, I don't know yet. Plastics, no! It's actually the chuck is tightened up. That was my problem, because the material, there's a word for the material, that escapes me right now. The bit of rod is actually fully homed against the jaws, so it can't go any further back, so it's actually the chuck is tightened up. Bottom. So it's at 30 millimeters now. It's done 21.38 millimeters, so it's another 10 millimeters to go, and that's in approximately 10 minutes. So it's doing a millimeter a minute. I don't know. Again, not a machinist. Don't know if this is fast or slow or wrong or whatever. I'll have to find that out. It's probably the first work this machine has done in, I don't know, hang on. The last PAT certificate, PAT test certificate is 2022, so they got to 4 years. And there's no guarantee it was working in 2022, it just means it was on a day. Working as a lathe, working electrically maybe. But we'll see. It's doing mostly what it's supposed to be doing, so it means I can actually fix things. Wee sound. It's cutting very cleanly, but there's new bits, so not bits. What do you call them? Cutting tools? They're tools. Yeah. Billet, that's the word. For those that are interested, I'm cutting 0.5 of a millimeter at 120 millimeters per minute feed rate. Nearly out of battery on the lathe camera, but hopefully we'll get there because we're 24 millimeters. Oh, it's exciting! I'm actually screen recording what the software is doing at the time now. There is an issue. Well, it's not so much an issue, I think it's by design, or the software wasn't capable of it. It doesn't track the coordinates or the mimic of what's going on in real time. It seems to jump between each line of the program. I would like to see if there's a live output of at least the physical position of the tool head, and then I can make myself a DRO type thing. This should be the last pass. Sorry, second last pass is lagged. There we go. You can see all this stuff here which gets wrapped around everything, but I'll hoover that up later. If we pull this all off, see it's all wrapped around here. Now that's the interesting bit there. So if I find my what's it loosener? Now you can see there the step. So this has been where the chuck has been tightening itself up, and that's the because this face here was against the face of the jaws, so it can't move backwards. So the only thing that can move is the chuck, or the encoder in here isn't right, but I suspect it's probably the chuck tightening up. So well, I'm going to stop this camera here because it's going to run out of battery. There we go. And I'll also stop my screen recording. And we'll go back here. So it's more or less what I wanted, because except of this ridge here. Now, more importantly, let's see what the doofers say. Hold this the other way around so as you can see it. Not my normal way of using calipers. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not, but it ain't bad. It works. I'm happy money. I have problems to solve, but I can solve them. Bye bye till the next time.